Hey, everybody, welcome to Just a Point of View. And I am your host, Denise Reed, and I am chasing happiness fiercely. And I hope that you'll come along for the adventure as I explore all things happiness. And today I'm having to really dig down to chase happiness fiercely as I have something crazy going on with my eye. And it's driven me nuts since Saturday. And my hope is that my self diagnosis is correct and that I am on healing mode for this craziness. So I'm having to dig deep today to break through my 52 lists of happiness. And I tell you what, some days are just like that. You have to really dig deep and work at bringing happiness and joy into your life and really focus on what that means as you explore happiness in your own existence in the world. Just saying, beam me up, Scotty. I'm ready to go. And as you can tell, I'm not wearing really any makeup at all on my eyes, which is extremely unusual for me. And so I look different, just saying. But hey, I'm here and I'm going to focus on happiness and stop whining to you today about my crazy eye. And here we go. It's list 41. And the thing that I love about Moorea Seal and her journal is she creates a list and a focus on an aspect of happiness and how you can bring it into your life. And list 41 is the following: how can money buy your happiness? And with my crazy little eye, I know that money is not always the answer. It's about your health and taking care of yourself. And when you're down, trying to focus on your healing and taking care of yourself. And money can't necessarily buy you health. And as one of my dear friends in YouTube land has pointed out, if you're a business owner, the most important thing that you have to work with is your health. And if you don't have your health, you can lose everything. Just saying. In a blink of an eye, it can all be gone tomorrow. So carpe diem, and we're going to focus on, well, Moorea Seal recommends finding some ways that you can buy your own happiness. And I have 3 things on this list because for me, happiness is beyond the dollar. And kind of the joke between myself and my coworker is the fact that sometimes a decision has nothing to do with money. It has to do with morals and principles and sanity. Just saying. So here are the 3 things that I put on my list that money could buy for me. And you can play along, grab a sheet of paper and a pen or pencil, your favorite writing utensil, and jot down some things that money could buy that would bring you happiness. So one thing that I have done for myself, and oh my Lanta, when I miss it, my body speaks to me with no words, just body crazy. And one thing that I have splurged on is a monthly massage. I try to incorporate exercise into my life and my daily routine with the path of least resistance, and I'm realizing that resistance is growing and I have to get over that. So I have brought my stationary bicycle up from the garage and brought it into my office at home so I can pedal in my pajamas. So there, I'm back on track despite all the crazy weather that this month brings. And I am so glad that I can go for my monthly massage and work out the kinks and creaks and all the other crazy things that go on with your body and feel relaxed when I'm done. It's a lovely thing, just saying. If you haven't ever had a massage, it is totally worth the money with a great masseuse and you communicating with that person. Especially if you have achy body parts that you can't get to no amount of ibuprofen or hot water can fix. A massage therapist in my book is 10 times better than a chiropractor because you're not all tensed up when you leave and you just feel like a new human. So I highly recommend a monthly massage. If I could, I would do it every week. But finances do not permit that, so I'm celebrating the once a month massage, just saying. Here's my next thing on my list. I have access to all kind of learning on the internet. And because I have an internet connection, which some of us take that for granted, I have the opportunity to continue to learn things about my business, about myself, about life and the world around me, and what joy looks like in different environments. And just saying, there's a world of things to learn about that might make your moment hold it together. And sometimes you just need to get out there and read a few memes. They will crack you up and bring a little joy in your life on social media. Just saying. I try not to troll people, and I try to learn things about my health and food and just all kinds of stuff. I love learning, and I hope that you take on that mantle too. So here's my third thing on my list. What money could buy me and has bought me are vacations where real rest happens, where my mind shuts off and I don't have that going about where you have to be next, what am I doing next, who's helping me with this, and how can I do that, and how can I stretch that dollar bill till it snaps. Just saying. Sometimes you gotta think that way as an entrepreneur, and getting away from the daily routine is a tremendous thing. And sometimes you just have to do it. Here's another thing. And that takes us right into exploring happiness beyond money. And one of the things that I have found that is amazing, and I've had more people tell me that they struggle with meditation. It's supposed to be a relaxing thing, and it seems like some people get caught up in their to-do lists, in the noises around them, in the what's next, in the squirrel factor. So I have tried to share with those people that say that they struggle with meditation to, when you're in a meditation moment, because this is happiness beyond money, is focus on how you're feeling as a part of the meditation. And start at the top of your head and think about your hair, and think about your ears, and think about your neck, think about your shoulders. And I can just feel that relaxing as I go down my body and being aware of my physical being in this space and time. And I think that's how I've been able to work through meditation and quiet all the whirling in my mind. And that might help you too. If you have a chance to maybe go on YouTube, or I think Audible even offers it, meditations. I was just trying to think of Calm, but you have to pay for the Calm app. There's another app, and I'm looking on my phone just to share with you, and it's called Insight Timer. And that's really a fabulous meditation app. And you can set the meditation for different lengths of time. And I highly recommend that even if you only take 5 minutes out of your day for a meditation to calm your body down from all the crazy, you'll thank me later. Just, my challenge to you is that you find your favorite voice that you can stand to listen to in a meditation zone. Go on YouTube or Insight Timer or whatever platform that you choose and consider participating in meditation. You'll thank me. There's no amount of money that you could exchange for quieting your mind and focusing on where you are, literally, mentally, physically, in a place, in a time with, all of that, and just quieting your mind from all of the banter that goes on in our heads. I want to recommend that. And I did a little search just to see online what the top 3 ways that money can buy happiness, especially for evolved entrepreneurs that specialize in their area of expertise. You might consider buying time freedom if you have a few dollars, because if you can free up time to focus on your biggest impact move or strategy and let the mundane, lesser things of your life be taken up by someone else that could really use the cash, it would be worth your time and your money to be able to do that. And one of the other things that was on the list was to create memorable experiences. And I think as my nieces and nephews have gotten older, that it's not about the gifts, it's about the time that you spend with those people that you love and care about. And doing something that's silly and unexpected. I have led a mastermind group of professional business women here in Chattanooga, and we've all gone our separate ways. We're still tremendous friends, and if we were able to do something to help each other, we would definitely do it. And I decided that as a part of my podcast that I would reach out to business professionals and create another group of thought leaders around podcasting and hopefully benchmark against one another. And I thought, I'm going to call up my girlfriends from my mastermind and just tell them how much I care about them and how much their friendship means to me, and see if we can all get together for a big hug fest. And we're going to do that this week. I'm so excited that we're going to have that opportunity, and hopefully all of us that were in the mastermind group will be able to sing the old school song, Reunited. And I told him, I said, we are past due on a hug fest. for sharing our struggles from owning our own businesses and trying to make a positive difference in the world. So that's beyond money. If all we did was stand out at somebody's mailbox this week and share something warm to drink and stay out of the rain, I would be all about that. Then one of the other things that came up on this list was supporting purpose-driven goals. And I thought, wow, if we all worked with purpose-driven goals and our employers focused on that, we would never leave where we were working. If we worked with a purpose and we're all on board for that purpose of supporting our mission and vision and goals and found joy in the journey. I'm just saying that I swore when I bought this company that I would never hate coming into work. And I wanted to make sure that the people that worked with me never felt that way. And in fact, I ask all my new employees to write me what their dream job would be. And if their dream job is not the job that they're applying for, I want to take their skills and incorporate it into the work that they're doing so they can reach that dream job. And I feel like that is the role of every HR department, every manager. Remember, we may never pass this way again, so you might as well bring some joy to the people that are around you and work with you and for you. So there is happiness beyond money, and those are the big three: buying time freedom, creating memorable experiences, and creating a purpose-driven goal and getting everybody on board with that. I can't speak highly enough to that. And there's no amount of dollars that can bring that for some people. And one of the things that I love about the 52 list for happiness is the fact that Moorea Seal always wraps up her list with a take action point. And that's what I love so much about this journal, is the fact that it's a practical step to consider happiness in your life. And it's something simple that you can do and doesn't involve cash, really. It's about putting your effort toward it. So beyond list 41, how can money buy you happiness? Here we go for an action step. Moorea Seal says, take action. Give yourself a small budget this week to buy yourself something that makes you feel awesome. Whether it's a new book, a spa day, or paying someone else to do a chore that you dislike, treat yourself to something that brings you happiness. And I hope that you will do that for your own life and that you find joy in the journey, and that maybe some of these points that I've shared today will bring some happiness into your life and help you think twice about how you're living and the space that you're taking up. And not just the space, but the lives that you're touching around you. So I'm thrilled that you came along to chase happiness fiercely for this short coffee break. And I hope that you'll join me next Thursday as we explore list 42. And take a look at the show notes, because there's a link to buy the 52 list for happiness. And so you're not having to go around and search for it. And thank you, StreamYard, for making this possible. And I would love it if you would like to buy a cup of coffee for me and support my podcast/videocast. A link for that is down in the show notes. So thanks a bunch and have a great day. And remember that happiness is beyond the dollar. Talk to you later.